Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Top of the Morning Show with Charlie and
Hey,
Isaac.
hey,
Living life, doing our thing. What's going on?
what's going on? So you had a topic you wanted to bring to my attention today and ask my opinion, right? Let's go.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Go
So,
straight in. I'm ready for this one.
alright. So, in lights to the Dutchavelli and
Do you know what?
Teezandos.
Let's actually talk about that. Like, how? What do you think? What do you think about that? That whole
Uh
situation, like as a whole, like somebody actually just going into his Instagram and just like sharing everything. Like, what do you think about that?
I think the person that did that is definitely an ops man. Like, there's no need for that, like at all. There was no need. Like it wasn't important information for me, I don't think, to have known that him and Teezandos was actually chatting. Like,
The thing is, there were so much other things that got exposed as well, other than just that.
fair enough. So you're talking about that the beef stuff between obviously them, Manny, is it Manny Meeks and um H. Manny Meeks and H. And
I'll be completely honest with you, right? I've
yeah.
not. There was a video in it. There was a video of like everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't watch it because like I watched some of it, and I was just like, okay, I'm bored. Like this is not. It's literally just an invasion of man's privacy, and I just kind of feel, in a sense, I kind of feel like it was dumb. Like there was nothing dramatic in there. Like it's not like you went in there and found out he was doing crime. It's not like you went in there and found out he was like abusing people or acting like flipping Octavian or some crap. Do you know what I mean? Like he has nothing. He genuinely has nothing to hide. He ain't done nothing wrong. And I kind of feel like this whole situation is gonna blow over really soon. And I don't know if he said anything or not, but all he really has to say is, right, you lot are really on, man, innit? And done.
I mean, I think it was unfair for him to be like. Obviously, whoever did that obviously has it out for him, and he's had such a great year.
Hmm.
Let's keep it real. Dutchavelli's had a phenomenal year,
He had.
and I just think it's a bit mad that those things was exposed. I just find it a bit.
Hmm.
I,
I think it's a bit out of order, but I don't think it's that deep. I don't actually think it's that deep. And I don't think he should feel like, oh shit, this is going to end my career or nothing like that
nah,
because
it's not, man.
it's not that deep. Do you know what I mean? And I think, yes, it's out of order. They shouldn't have done that to him. In that sense, yeah, that's deep. But in the terms of like career ending and whatever, it's not going to dead him. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's actually, people are just too inner. Mind your business. It's not even that deep. There was not. I think the worst thing that I heard on there was like he was saying something about he wants Russ on a remix, and then his sister was like, "No, no, you need to get the big boys on because it's a big tune in
Steph
it. You
is
have to
bad
wait."
mind. Steph called Russ Baby Shark or something
No,
to do.
no. See how people love to hearsay and that's actually not what she said.
Alright, so
That's
what did she
actually
say? So what did she say? What did she say?
don't quote me word for word, but it definitely weren't that. He said he wants Russ on Russ wants to get on a remix or some kind of madness,
Yeah, but she
and
said
she
you
was
don't
like,
get
"Oh,
little boy. She goes even Baby Shark gets views. That's what she said, innit?
exactly." So why ask me to say it and you're gonna say it anyway?
Yeah, but it's funny though, innit? She's comparing my man to Baby Shark and that. Like, that's
No,
a
she wasn't
liberty.
comparing him. She was comparing the fact that he says, "Yeah, but he gets bare views." She's like, "Yeah, well, Baby Shark gets bare views. Are you gonna put them on the track?" And I
That's
understand that. It makes sense. I don't think she weren't cussing out Rush. She weren't saying he's like Baby Shark or his music is crap. No, she never said nothing like that. She basically just said, okay, so if it's just a views thing that you're after, then rah, are you gonna go and call for the makers of Baby Shark then because they get hundreds of views? It's not. She weren't cussing Russ directly. She was just saying rah, like if you're running after views, that's not the way to be, bro. Like you need to think a bit more strategic, and rightfully so. Unfortunately, that's what they have to do. Do you know what I mean?
that's a bit of a mad one for her to do. For me, that's a bit sticky. I can't lie to your life. I just think if I was my guy and somebody remotely compared me to Baby Shark in any kind of shape or format, I would be feeling away still. If somebody said, yeah, but Isaac gets views, but then So does Baby Shark. I would feel like Mickey Mouse still. I've got to keep it real. I'd feel like Mickey Mouse. I'd feel like a Mickey Mouse. That I'm not rated.
Well, I can't tell you how to feel in it.
And then he obviously I got to rate Russ because he went on to what did he go on do? He put Baby Shark on his Instagram.
But I don't think it's that deep. Like, you know how people are just bored. They're just looking for passa. People are just looking to cause trouble. Like it's people are just bored, man. People are just bored. Like, leave them alone. Like, I know people have been saying, "Rah, what do you know?" He's been speaking to young girls. Like, okay, these girls are not young. Like, these girls are past 18. They're more than legit in age. Like, they can make their own decisions, and like a lot of these girls as well are out here making mad decisions anyway. So why do I care that you're chatting to Dutch or you want to?
I mean, I'm not. I mean, when I first heard about it, right? Yeah, only because like I've interviewed her on the show before, right? Shout out to Teezandos. Shout out to Dutch anyway, because it's not that deep now. But at the time, I was just thinking to myself, "Raw, hold on a minute. Is she?" Because when she came on the show, we couldn't give her no alcohol. You know how we do, innit? With the top of the morning show, everyone gets a bit of
Yeah,
the
but how
rum.
long ago was that? That was last year, right?
Right. So I wasn't really sure if she said she was 16 or she was 17. Like, I wasn't sure. So I was thinking, right, that's a bit wild when I found out. But then when I saw the conversations in their DMs and whatnot, they turned around and it said she was 18. So, yeah, that is what that is. My thing
Exactly.
is, my thing is though, do people, what do you people think? Do you think that the age gap, I mean, he never linked her, so nobody can say that he linked her, to be fair. Do people think that he was just messing around? Like, was it just banter for him? Do you think it was banter for him, actually, Charlie? Do you think that he was just entertaining somebody? You know how people like to entertain people? Do you think that he was entertaining her and just keeping it ticking, or what? What do you think?
What do you mean by that? Like, he was just gonna bang and duck? Is that what you mean?
Well, you know, when I've spoken to certain other people, yeah, they've turned around and just been like, you know what? He weren't going to be it. Some people believe that he wasn't even going to do anything.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I don't know him personally and on some kind of level, but realistically, if I want to put myself in your shoes, I've just come out of pen. I'm not looking for a serious relationship, but I've got all these little girls chasing after me, but actually they're legal in age, and actually I ain't fucked in a long time. Sorry, my language is on one today. I ain't been with nobody in a long time. Like, maybe I'm just gonna chase a little tail feather, you know? Little tail over here, little tail over there, little whatever. Have some fun. Like, if you seriously wanted a mad serious relationship with him, then that's something you should have had a conversation about. If you know these young girls, the thing is, like, I watched what's her name? What are these, the two lighties or whatever they call
Oh, gassed up
themselves?
lighties.
That's it, right? So he's talking to one of them or something or another, right?
Mm.
But if you look at the type of girls they are, they're not going to give it to you if they don't want to give it to you.
Mm.
I mean, and if they do, then that's their prerogative. Like, it's up to them. They're not going to be forced to do something that they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in no way, shape, or form did it look like in any of those messages that anybody was being forced to do anything that they didn't want to do. So at the end of the day, it's two consensual adults chatting or potentially going further than chatting. That's their business.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of feel like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He doesn't even have to have sick game. Why does he? He's Dutchavelli. He don't have to say nothing. He doesn't. He don't need to be slick. Do you know what I mean? He don't need, like, just. It is what it is. Let him do his thing.
Fair enough. So the age gap thing for you, if he was doing the thing, wasn't something that you as a woman would be fussed about. An
What,
18-year-old girl linking someone that's 20 something plus.
for like 9 years?
Yeah, that kind of gap. Yeah,
It could be 9 years. Could be.
I don't know
8
what
years.
it is. I just know that he's on the other side of 25. That's what I do know, and I know that she's 18.
That's her business. She knows how old he is.
No,
That's
I'm
her
saying, do you
business.
do so? Like for you, so you got a daughter, and
Yeah, I
she's
have a daughter.
18, and she's obviously in courtship with somebody that's plus 25. Is that an issue for you as a parent?
If my daughter's dating somebody that's 25 and she's 18, then I know she's on things. I know she's on things because she's not looking for no little boy. She's on things. And I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie to you, like if I know it might sound a bit mad to hear me say that, but okay, I'm not her dad in it. Her dad is gonna have a complete different perspective to me, but I just kind of feel like once you're 18, you have to start making your own life choices, your own decisions. You know what I mean? Like I can advise you, but more if I'm your mum, if I'm going to be telling you don't do this and don't do that, you're just going to want to do it even more. So might as well, that's what you said you want to do. Why would I stop you? So long as it's not abusive, so long as it's not, bad for you in any way or whatever, then what can I do about it? You're a consensual adult. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've never dated a guy my age or younger than me. Always been older than me, always. And actually, my maturity level, I could never take guys the same age as me. It's jarring. I know me and my partners, we're not 8 years apart, but there's a big age gap. Well,
Okay.
there's an age
Cool.
gap.
So for
But yeah,
you, that's not.
what they're about, innit? They know what they're about. If you're out here and you're seeing a guy that's just come out of pen, he's probably just getting chased down by every rich girl. You're in that life, you're about it. Like a girl like me, I'm not chasing down Dutchavelli. First and foremost, I'm not single anyway. But if I was single, I'm not chasing down somebody who just come out of pen, because more likely they're not looking to get into a mad serious relationship. And I'm not about that life where I want to just be out here freeing up myself. But if you are, that's your I don't judge you. Do your thing. That's just not my time right now. I'm too old for that for me, you know, in my eyes. But I ain't never gonna tell no one else they're too old for that. That's your business. Free up yourself, feel good. So what do you think then? You got 2 daughters. I fling that one back.
Yeah, I'm not rating that. It's long though. That's just gonna be long. If something like that was to ever happen, that would just be long. Like, because I can just imagine. I know when the age that my mentality at 25 or 26 or 27, you know, and then like for example, a very impressionable 18-year-old child, girl, woman, very impressionable 18-year-old woman. If that was my daughter, I wouldn't be feeling it. It would get into so much arms because that person is very much developed in the sense of mentality, even just being able to persuade you with small little material things.
But is that him though? Is that what he was doing? Because he
No,
weren't
no,
cool.
no, no, no. I'm not talking about the Dutch. I'm just talking about if that was my daughter, like dating someone that's of the same age. This is gonna have to do with them two. Like people that you don't find it a problem, is that like, do you know what I mean? More power to them. But if my daughter was linking somebody of that same age, of the same age gap at 18, I'd be really worried and concerned still. Me personally.
Guys, let us know in the comments. Do you think there's an issue with somebody 18 dating somebody that is what, 27, 26, 27?
Yeah, plus 25, fam. Anything on the other side of 25.
Because the thing is, you can get some real mature 18-year-olds and some real immature 20-odd-year-olds. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
guys, let us know, man. Like, put it, write something, and then let us see, and then let us get back to you on those
Because
that are
I just
watching.
don't think that. Obviously, it depends on each situation, and like I've said, if there's no harm done, then why is it an issue? I don't see it as a problem.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't see it as a. And you know what the thing is as well? As we get older, these things, like these age gaps, become smaller and smaller, and it doesn't really make much of a difference as we get older. And think back to, I know this is going to sound real, whatever, but when you think back to like Victorian times or even later than that, women were getting married off mad young to big men.
Yeah, but that's what we're all against now, though, isn't it? Because back then there was
Yeah, but
no rule.
that's forced and that's arranged. Other than it being forced and arranged, if that's what you're deciding, that's what you're deciding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this whole thing of like 17, 18-year-old boys picking up, there's a lot of people in marriages now who are from our parents' era and a bit older who were like, their boyfriend was 18 and they was like 13 and they've been together for like 35 years, and
Right.
that was just like I'd say in the 70s or the
Mm,
60s. Yeah,
I
where
know.
your
It
18 yeah, where your 18-year-old boyfriend would come and pick you up and you're in year 7, fam. So that's a bit mad, but that was okay back then.
Right.
So the whole when people use the old school days of women being with older guys, that was a mindset that was for then. Hold on, I think it's between two
Exactly.
parties
Yes, Dreezy.
if they're happy and it's not forced. Hey, shout out to Dreezy, Spotify Dreezy on Spotify. He's an artist still. Make sure you lot stream his music. Dr.
Okay.
Dreezy, Hef, Wheezy,
Yeah.
baby. You get me? But yeah, those times back in the day, younger people and older people would mix, and I don't know that was about 30 years ago, 40 years
Mm.
ago, and if you was 18 as a guy, you could roll up to the secondary school and pick up your year 7 girlfriend. So I don't condone it. I don't condone it. I'm not for it.
Oh, I don't know. I think it depends. Like, if the youngest consensual person is 18 or above, I don't think it's an issue, because unless like you have the mental capacity of somebody who's younger and you're still vulnerable and you need protecting, then that's a different story. But
Mm,
you're actually an adult now and you're making decisions for yourself. Like, let's put it this way, right? You're talking to a guy, like, let's take Dutch out of the picture, right? You're talking to a guy, and whether he's looking to settle down or whether he's looking to just to have some fun, that's your decision to make.
okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's your decision to make. Like, I definitely would, as a woman, make my own decision as to whether I'm going to have some fun with you or not. Depending on, it doesn't matter what age I am, I'm going to make my own decision, especially after 18 years.
Sorry. Oh, after 18.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
From 18 or above, it's like it doesn't matter. I'm gonna make my own decisions.
Mm.
That's so if it was an issue for my mum, it most likely I wouldn't even tell her. She wouldn't even know at the age of 18. Why would I be telling you about my love life?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Unless it was serious and I'm bringing him to meet her and he's trying to put a ring on it or something.
I hear that. I hear that. I mean, for my daughters, I would just, yeah, it wouldn't. I couldn't stop them because they're 18 and they're adults.
Mm-hmm.
But I would feel away anyway. I'd still somehow. If my daughter was 20, then maybe I'd have a different outlook on it. But because she's 18 and she's just allowed now to get a mobile phone contract, and you know, yeah, I would be very skeptical about this 25 plus person's intentions with my daughter. Because for me, if you're 25 plus or whatever and you're speaking to my youth, at that age, and you're trying to do something with her, if you're not talking to her about marrying her from off the cuff, yeah, we're just, it's long. Because there's so many women else out there that you can just go and do your thing with. Why am
But
I going
who
to
was you trying to marry at 26? Who was you trying to marry?
26? Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that 26.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking to girls that were 18 at 26. For me, that was considered
As far as I'm concerned,
that was
yeah,
considered to me way too young just to have a conversation with.
the thing is, this is the thing, there are some real immature young girls and young guys. There are some real mature young girls and young guys. You can these days, you can meet a girl who's moved out of the house from 16, been working, been earning her own money, been paying her own bills, been had her head screwed on since she was 17, 16 even. I have friends who were younger when they moved out of their homes and had to learn how to juggle rent and pay, taxes and whatever
Shout
else.
out
And
to
what
all of those, male and female.
these things make you grow up faster than your age. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you could find somebody, like, I hate to say in jail, because obviously Dutch has just come out of jail, and well, not just, to be fair, but I'm not even trying to really swing this back to him. But
No, we've already spoken about the Dutch thing. Like, I'm past that now. Like,
no, but
I'm
I'm
just
just
the
trying
age
to
gap. The
say
age
that.
gap. Yeah.
But you can find somebody who went into prison young and then has come up to be 26, but their mentality is still young because they've not had those life experiences that this 18-year-old has had since she was 13 or however old she was when she moved out of the house and had to wise up.
Okay.
So I think it depends on mentality, but like, even if you're an 18-year-old and he just wants to beat and you just want to beat, that's your business. That's what you wanted to do, right? That's okay as far as I'm concerned.
Calm. I mean, I don't. If it was my daughters, I would have an issue. But for everybody out there, everybody out there in the world doing their thing, if your consent, whatever, man. Like, I'm not. I just wanted to know what the people thought and what you thought.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. I don't really have a lot of criticism because she's legally above age. So she's a woman, so she can do whatever the hell she wants. And to be fair, he never did anything illegal, so whatever.
Exactly.
But I just wanted to know what you felt in that sense. If that was, if, for example, that was your daughter, would you have reservations around that? But you said no. I would. But maybe that's just because I'm a father. I don't know. And I've been 26. And I know how easily manipulative you can, like, manipulate like an 18-year-old girl. Especially when she's more excited about like what you have or what you're doing with your life. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to maybe somebody your own age group who thinks what you're doing is just okay.
Don't know. I think it obviously all depends on the person, isn't it? Really, it depends on the people. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't innately have an issue with it. And I think
Yeah,
that's
no. Once I established that she was over 18, it was just like, okay, let's see what the people think. So, guys, all of you that are watching, do you tell us if you have an issue if your 18-year-old daughter was dating somebody over 25? Let us know. We'll wait if someone's gonna.
because by the time, like, okay, so by the time that 18-year-old is my age, let's just say they're 26, 27, and then, you know, what they're going to be like, what, 35 and 30, 36 and 35, 30, that I just, it's not that big. It doesn't sound that big anymore. Doesn't, do you know what I mean?
I mean, Jay-Z like a good 10 years ahead of Beyonce when they met.
Maybe. But some women love a man to be matured because it
That's mad creepy though.
takes a long time for these guys out here
Yeah, but that's
to go on,
creepy though.
you know?
Yeah, but that's okay. I know what you said. Man said, "Man, okay, yeah, but I wouldn't go for 18-year-old after a certain age." Okay, Rick's UK says it's wrong.
But why is it wrong though if there
Yeah,
is
Rick, tell us why it's wrong.
same age? Love is blind. It's true. If they're just like, okay, they're not the same age, but she's over age, or whoever the younger person is over age. So I just don't see the issue in it. Like, I can understand if there's traits of, like, you know, him
Yeah,
trying to
Rick said
manipulate
it's
her
wrong.
or whatever.
Treasy said love is blind.
I just don't see anything wrong with it. So long as there's no foul play, like, what can you do?
Rick, tell us why you think it's wrong, please. On a serious note, I want to know why you think it's wrong, Ricks. It's a bit mad still, but he thinks it's wrong. So I'm intrigued to know why Ricks underscore UK thinks it's wrong. That's actually intrigued me now. But yeah. Anyway, guys, Charlie, you got to go for 12, innit? So okay, because at 18 you don't have the experience of a 25-year-old. I agree. Me personally, I agree. I can't lie. I agree.
I think typically,
I agree.
stereotypically, yeah. But this is what I'm saying. There are some 18-year-old people out there who are most definitely much, much, much more mature than the rest of their age group, or who have been through different life experiences that their friends haven't or their peers haven't, that has, they've had to grow. So like I said, I have plenty of friends who had to move out of their houses from 13 years old because of whatever reason or abuse or whatever they were going through. And because of that, mentally, they've grown on a complete different level to the rest of everybody else in their age group. Do you see what I'm saying? Like going through life experiences, realizing you need a job, realizing you need to pay bills, realizing you need to wise up. Like these things, this is obviously, yes, I'm talking about certain cases. And then obviously there could be on the flip side, certain cases of people who have been in prison or people who have just not grown mentally or who have not had the experiences to grow mentally, but yet their age don't stop. That these two people are not compatible or even to some level meeting each other when it comes to mentality. Do you see what I'm saying? There may be a lot more that she would know that he wouldn't know because he's not been around or whatever it is. But yes, I think stereotypically, okay,
Allow
cool.
it, fam. There's nothing that do you know what? Allow my ignorance, but for example, at my age, which I'm not afraid to say at 32, yeah, and I'm not saying that, but I couldn't imagine being with, like, for example, let's just say a 21 or 22-year-old girl who could teach me anything new.
Fair enough.
So in relation to an 18-year-old girl with somebody who's 25, 26, I struggle really in my mind to believe that an 18-year-old girl is going to teach somebody who is 25, 26 anything new. First of all, for example, unless she's really on job, she doesn't even drive. She hasn't even got a provisional yet, right?
But this is what I'm saying. I was driving from the age of 17.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
I was out of my mom's house before I was 18.
Yeah, but okay. All right, cool.
I was working three jobs by the age of 17. Okay. So a lot of these boys that were my age group, they were not entertaining me. They were not bringing me nothing. So I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. And I think stereotypically, yeah, you can look at it like that. But there are always going to be exceptions to the rule. Okay. And actually, there's a lot more exceptions to the rule than we realize. On both sides of the equator. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
In terms of being older and acting younger and being younger and acting older or having the mentality of an older person. Throughout my whole entire life, I've always been friends that are mad older than me. I have friends that are at least 10 years older than me as well.
Okay, so Dreezy F says, would you say the same for an 18-year-old male to a 27-year-old woman?
And Rick says it's the same both ways.
It's the same both ways.
I'm not saying that anyone's opinion is wrong. I understand it and I get where people are coming from. And like, I'm not gonna lie, when I looked at what are they called again? Gassed up lighties. Don't even get me started. Like when I looked at their page to see what are these girls, what are they saying, and I thought, oh my god, this is too much hype. This is me in secondary school, hype, chatting the most. Like, oh my god, if I look, when you look back at yourself, like, why was I like that?
Yeah.
You are not teaching me anything at your age. There's probably nothing you can teach me. Maybe when you're being serious, I'll see a different side to your character. But actually, there's probably nothing you can teach me. So I can understand that. But like I'm saying, not all 18-year-olds are the same. And not all people have been through the same life experiences and therefore do not act the same or do not mature on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Also, I wanted to ask you before you have to go. Obviously, we briefly touched on it. Obviously, that voice note with Aitch and Dutch. And
I don't think
and Meeks Manny.
Which one was this now? Because I don't think I heard this one.
This is a voice note where I think Dutchavelli was saying that he was gonna like potentially back Aitch's beef with another rapper from Manchester.
Oh, I didn't see this.
And
I
obviously,
think
to me, H was like, yeah, don't do it. Like, don't risk your career. But I don't feel like he out and out really meant that. Like, he didn't mind if Dutch was gonna step up to kind of support whatever is working with the artist. Or, but my question anyway is, should other artists back each other's beefs if they have any?
mind your business. That's what I would say.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like if it's Crept and Cone, yeah, because obviously they're a duo. I could
Yeah.
understand why one is stepping up for the other. If
Mm.
it's like someone from the same, like, I want to say tribe, but you know what I mean, the same
Yeah. Same
group,
area.
like
Uh-huh.
then I can understand it.
Yeah.
But if it's your brethren and it's just music,
Mm.
it is what it is, isn't it?
Fair enough.
But then saying that, look at Fatch. Fatch made a whole diss track for Chipmunk. So
Mm. Shout out to Fudge.
I don't know. What do
Fair.
you lot think? That is 12 o'clock, so I've actually got to run
Yeah,
now.
guys, let us know what you think in regards to other rappers backing each other's beefs. Does it make sense? Is it not something that you should do? Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and we will be back tomorrow earlier than normal. Not normal, back to the normal time that we should be here at 10 o'clock, and we shall be live streaming for at least a good hour and a half now. This is the new settings. We'll just be live streaming straight in the morning, talking about whatever's going on. And guys, let us know what you think. Obviously, now you can at me. You can see my at. You can see Charlie's at. My at's for Twitter. Her at's for Instagram.
All right. And so I got to bounce. So I love you and leave you. Have a nice day.
Peace, people.